Some people study up on teams and trends before completing their brackets. Others pay no attention, really, and decide based on mascots or school colors. Yahoo Sports bracketologist Brad Evans has a few ideas about how this month could go, and he joins us this morning. Hi, Brad.
Merry March Madness, Mary. It's the best time of the year.
Man, you are fired up. I love that. Okay, we've got 68 teams. As you look at the landscape right now, which programs stand out to you?
Well, my Final Four, I'll just, cut to the chase here and tell you who I'm picking. I love the Kansas Jayhawks out of the top left quadrant of the bracket. I think that is the team to beat. Vegas would agree with me there as well, as they're 4-1 odds to cut down the nets in Houston. I have them then playing on the other side, Texas A&M. I think the West is going to be very wild and wacky, and I think ultimately the Aggies will prevail coming out of that region. Great defensive team. On the other side, I want to start with Sparty. It's always a Sparty party at Michigan State, particularly this time of year. I mean, Izzo, it's a rite of spring, right? The mercury rises, the snow melts, and Izzo gets his team to play peak basketball. So I have Michigan State beating Virginia for the third consecutive year and getting on to the Final Four. And then a bit of a surprise in the Eastern region. I don't have North Carolina. I don't have the 2 seed in Xavier. I have West Virginia, a team that I think plays a unique style and very difficult matchup across the board. I think they could give North Carolina a heck of a game and ultimately prevail and march on to Houston. Okay,
I think that was only one number 1 seed, if I'm keeping track there.
That is correct.
You've got for your Final Four.
Yep.
Give us a potential Cinderella. We always like this story, right? The kids that nobody expected to do well. Who do you like?
Well, we'll talk about, let's first off qualify what we mean by Cinderella. This is a mid-major team, 11 seed or lower right now on the current bracket. I'm going to go with Chattanooga, the Mighty Mocs, snakes in the grass coming out of the South. They're playing Indiana, and I like this Indiana team. They are a prolific shooting team from outside, one of the nation's best in that category. Yogi Ferrell, a premier point guard. They also get after it on the offensive glass, but those are also strengths of the Moccasins. Yeah. So I would not be at all surprised with, Trey McLean and that team and what they can do athletically to match Indiana. That could be a shocker special of sorts, and it's that classic 12 over 5.
Yeah,
it happens almost every single year. So I think that's the one that makes the most sense to me.
I had a dust up on a tee box once with the water moccasin in eastern Kentucky, so I understand how fierce they can be in real life.
Yikes!
Okay, so we're looking behind you there, and I see this tourney pick. What is the story with this challenge? And I understand $50,000 on the line, so talk to us about that.
Yeah, it's our giveaway this year on Yahoo Sports. So go to tourneypick'em.yahoo.com to sign up. It's absolutely free to do. As you mentioned, the grand prize, $50,000. I mean, why not? Get in on the action there since you don't have to put any skin in the game. We also have, additionally, celebrity challenge pools that you can join. For some reason, even though I'm like a D- level celebrity, I have a pool as well. If you join mine on tourneypick'em.yahoo.com, specific to my pool, I'm giving away $1,000 in SeatGeek game tickets. And we also have other celebrities like my esteemed colleague, Katie Couric, the guys from Workaholics, popular show on Comedy Central, and NBA players J.J. Redick, Chris Paul, and Draymond Green. And each one of those pools has unique prizes specific to that contest. And you're still eligible to win the $50,000. So again, tourneypick'em.yahoo.com to play. Well,
I know how excited us normal folk get during March. How do you feel? I mean, when this month rolls around, since this is your life, Brad, what does this month feel like for you?
Well, sleep deprivation is common this time of year for me. But it's the greatest time of the year. Seriously, I'm like a kid in a candy store right now. I'm giddy. I'm excited. I can't wait for Thursday to roll around. There is nothing better in sports than the first weekend of the NCAA tournament. It is the ultimate spectacle.
Well, we all eat it up, and we're on CBS here, so it's sort of that, and we just like our office TVs are glued to it. Unfortunately, our hometown team here at Creighton didn't make it to the NCAA tournament, but they're going to be playing in the NIT. We've got Alabama coming to town here in Omaha before too long, and then former Jays coach Dana Altman, you didn't pick the Oregon Ducks, which is going to disturb one of the members of our crew here, but you didn't have them advancing to the Final Four.
Well, and the Ducks are a good team. You know, I'm not slighting what Dana's done there. He's done a tremendous job up there in Eugene, but that's a difficult region to pick. I think that region is the most open. And as I mentioned before, if the Ducks do square off against the Aggies of Texas A&M, I think A&M's slow it down, sock in the mouth defense kind of style is not necessarily favorable for a team that likes to get up and down the floor, and that's what the Ducks do.
Brad, we appreciate your insight today. Thank you, and we look forward to visiting with you maybe later on in the tournament 3 weeks from now as we get closer to the Final Four. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the madness.
Hard not to.